Previously on Urban Gun Reviews.
What's good, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and on today's video I'm going to be discussing why I'm done buying micro pistols. Stay tuned to find out why. Alright, gun family, thanks for tuning in. First, before I get into this video, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button and share this video to all of your platforms. I appreciate it all. Alright, so why am I done with micro subcompact pistols? Alright, and the reason that I'm done, let me give you a little background history if you're new to the channel, is when I first started doing this channel, I was kind of in love with micros and subcompacts and, you know, guns of that platform. And then before I did this gun channel, I never wore holsters. I never used a holster. I had one. It was like a cheap little $15 holster from Walmart. So I never really was into holsters. But then after I started trying out holsters, I tried out inside the waistband, outside the waistband and stuff like that. And I really felt I was more comfortable with inside the waistband holsters. So with me and wearing the inside the waistband holsters, naturally for me, I just fell in love with micros and subcompact pistols because they were easier to conceal, you know what I mean? And I am all about the concealment game, so I love to keep a concealed pistol on me at all times. So it kind of went hand in hand, you know what I mean? Inside the waistband carry, now I'm carrying subcompacts and micro pistols. So the backstory before that is my first pistol that I ever bought was a Smith & Wesson 45 ACP. That was the first gun I ever bought on my own. I just went out one day after work, like I want to get a gun, I'm getting a gun, I'm going to the gun store, I'm just buying it. I ain't really had no discussion, I ain't try out no other guns, I just seen that one, I pointed it out, that's what I want. Had that gun for probably like 5 years or so, but fast forward to now, when I started carrying guns like consistently and carrying micros and or holster carrying a firearm, and about the time I started this channel about 2 years ago, that's when I got into subcompacts. So the first gun that I really carried all the time was the Glock 43. Now the Glock 43 subcompact, probably a micro, you know what I mean, 6 rounds. I loved it, you know what I mean. That was my EDC for a minute, and I love that gun, and it just fit me well. It was easy to conceal. You could pocket carry it if you wanted to, and you know what I mean. It just fit me, you know what I mean. So that was like the gun that kind of busted my cherry right there. Was the Glock 43, which kind of started everything going with the micro subcompact game. Now since then I've had a few different micros. I got the Hellcat, I got the Sig Sauer P365, I got the Car PM9, I got the Diamondback DB9, I got a little Ruger LC9, I think it is, and I even had a Springfield XDS 45, you know what I mean? So that was like a little mini hand cannon, you know what I mean? Having a 45 and a micro body, like, I'm always like, what was I thinking when I bought that? But that was a gun I had put some money up for because I seen it, and you know what I mean? I was like, let me get this because I really, really like it. And when I first got into the gun, you know, to guns, like really when I started my channel, I bought a lot of guns just because they look good, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I like that, the way it looked, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get this. Not really thinking long term, not really thinking, is this gonna be comfortable to shoot? Am I gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna be able to do that? I didn't really think about all that, you know what I mean? I would just buy a gun because I like the way it looked. And for a while, a lot of my purchases, a lot of the guns that I got was just like that, you know what I mean? It was just a random gun that I seen. I did a little bit of history on it or something, or I might have just seen it while I was out. I was like, yo, I'm getting this. And eventually I ended up with a whole bunch of micro and sub compact pistols. And not to say that there's anything wrong with sub compact and micro pistols, because there's not. I just realized after a while, after years of shooting and all that, going to the range more often and shooting different platformer guns like full-size guns and stuff like that, that I really don't like shooting micros, you know what I mean? So when I came to that conclusion is why now on the channel you're seeing me review and buy bigger guns, you know what I mean? Because for a while it was just those micros and subcompact guns that I was buying, you know what I mean? So that's what you were seeing on the channel. Granted, I had a Glock 19 spread in there, Glock 23, I had a Glock 21, I had all, Glock 48, all different types of guns was spread in there, but the majority of the platform that I was buying was micros and subcompacts. Like, that was my lane. I was like, ooh, this is where I'm gonna get into, and I'm just gonna rock with these. But me being a bigger dude, you know what I mean, it was easy for me to conceal it, and I just liked them, you know what I mean, because I'm all about concealment. But I realized after shooting them that not all of them are, like, it's not as fun to shoot for me as it is a full-size gun. Like shooting the CZP-10C, shooting the Glock G45, shooting the Beretta APX full-size, shooting the Glock 23, shooting the Glock 21, shooting the Glock 19, shooting all of those guns, even the Glock 48, they kind of made me realize that I like a full-size gun. I like a nice grip. I like a nice full grip on a gun. So that's what kind of geared me to, I'm probably never gonna buy a micro again, and never say never, of course, but the only way that I can see myself buying a micro or subcompact gun again is if they come out with something that's revolutionary, something that's changing the game, something that I have to have, you know what I mean? And not to say that I don't see that coming, because they always come, every year or 2 years or something like that with something that's game changing. But like I say, in the near future, I don't see myself buying another small pocket style pistol. I just don't see it. So hopefully, y'all stay tuned to the channel. Y'all will always mess with my content and like what I'm putting up. But I'm gonna sprinkle, a whole bunch of different guns in there, you know what I mean? I was looking into the Mossberg a while back. When they first came out, I was really looking into it, and at the time, like, I was kind of coming out of micros, so that's why I didn't get it, because I was like, it's kind of pointless for me to get it, because it held 7 rounds, 8 rounds, something like that. It was nothing major. So I'm like, really, there's no point in me having this gun. I'm purely would be buying that gun just to review. And I'm like, it's just gonna sit here and really just be a gun that I have, another gun that I have that I don't really utilize that much. And it's a nice gun. I've held it, I've seen them, I've never shot one, but I just figured out that it wouldn't be beneficial for me to buy that gun. Now, if somebody was to let me hold it, let me review it, do something like that, that'd be different, you know what I mean? But just for me to go out and buy the Mossberg MC1, I think that's what it's called, that their handguns, the new one that they put out, not the one 100 years ago, then, I will review it. But other than that, I don't see myself buying it. But it's Urban Gun Reviews. Hopefully you like this video, and if you got anything from this video, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking on the AR-15 in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, click all those links in the description, and it'll take you to all my social media. And as always, stay blessed, stay strapped.